Vach Future Lab is an organization that investigates the reflection on technology alongside social innovation, so that intersection between technology and society. And we really think of ourselves as a workplace for the future. We do that by researching and designing a sustainable society by questioning assumptions, by designing alternatives on the basis of public values, and really working to develop an open, fair, and inclusive future alongside society and alongside citizens. But we really have that focus on openness, fairness, and inclusivity when it comes to the access of technology as well as the transmission of knowledge. I also want to mention that this is the Vach building. It is obviously a historical building, and it was the former city gate of Amsterdam, which was then converted into a wayhouse. And when this was done, there was also space in the building upstairs for many guilds. So there were guilds of surgeons, masons, blacksmiths until their dissolution in approximately 1795. And what you see in this picture here is actually the ceiling of the anatomical theater, part of the Surgeons Guild. So you can see the crests of the different members of the Surgeons Guild. So we certainly have that tied to guilds, and it's quite interesting that there's this narrative of guilds and craftsmanship to the building, which even predates Vach itself.
Textile Lab Amsterdam is a creative research lab situated on the second floor of Vach Future Lab. It was co-founded in 2016 by Cecilia Raspanti and Ista Bosthard. It is the place where we experiment with knowledge coming from craftsmanship, heritage, technology, digital fabrication, and biotech in order to look at the textile industry and understand how we can create more sustainable alternatives. At Textile Lab, we strongly believe in collaboration, in transparency, in attention for process and knowledge sharing. And we do this in order to push the boundaries of the textile and clothing industry. If we look at the background project and approach of Textile Lab, we see that there is a strong focus on knowledge transmission and on the creation and sharing of resources, tools, techniques, and recipes. In terms of knowledge transmission and education, we can look at programs such as Fabricademy, where the biochromes and the biomaterial lecture form core of the research agenda of the Textile Lab. We also execute a lot of one-on-one mentoring with creatives, with designers, with artists. We organize a large number of hands-on workshops, mainly on material research and digital fabrication. And finally, we work on distributed series where from our lab, we share knowledge through online and hands-on workshops that are then executed with other labs in combination with their own local communities. First up is the Material Archive. This project was initiated in 2016, and it is a collection of bio-based, biocompostable and biodegradable materials. It explores how local and abundant resources and past material knowledge can be implemented to solve today's challenges for sustainable futures. Another project is the Local Project. It creates color maps, value chains, and catalogs, and it explores how local color resources can be brought back to grow into the city and rediscover past craftsmanship techniques for natural dyeing. Here we also look at bacterial dyeing, botanical dyeing, mineral dyeing, and many other variations. This was an EU project in which we explored how local wool can be revalued, bringing attention to the craftsmanship techniques and tools to process and dye wool.
In our pilot, we're looking to bridge past and present. So we want to revalue the past and embrace the present, particularly around knowledge, nature, and form. And by bridging the past and present, we can help imagine different futures. So in our pilot, we really want to look at this open, fair, and inclusive way of knowledge transmission, perhaps a bit different from the guilds. We want to keep craftspeople in the city, and we think that a small distributed scale of operations is necessary. And finally, we want to understand that technology doesn't have to distance us from craftsmanship, but can provide us with tools to investigate and understand our surroundings and our challenges, and do so in a way where we can find creative solutions to the problems of today.